Hello students, in this video I'm going to discuss the stack through a program, and in this program I have implemented stack through an array. So let's talk about what is stack first. A stack is a data structure and it is a linear data structure. Here certain operations like push and pop means inserting the data element or removing the data element from a stack are performed in a certain order, and that order is LIFO or LIFO, and it stands for last in first out. Okay, so let's move to the program. It's an ISC 2018 program, students. It's quite important for you. Let's see what is the program. So here we see that program says register is an entity which can hold a maximum of 100 names. So register enables the user to add and remove names from the top most and only. Define a class register with the following details. So here students, class detail, class name is register. Please notice this thing that registers are the first letter is given in capital letters, so we have to take care of that while designing a program. Student or STUD is the name of the array here. Square bracket is there, so it's an array. It is used to store the names. So since it is used to store the names, so it is bound to be of a string type. And after that, next data member is of is cap. Cap will be of int type because it stores the maximum capacity of the array. So that is the maximum size of the array. Then it is top to print to point the index of the top end. And after all these data members, we have member functions. One member function is register. It has the same name as of the class, so it is a constructor. It has got a parameter, so it is a parameterized constructor. Int max is the argument here, or the parameter. Constructor to initialize the data member cap equal to max, so that is max will be given. Max is an argument which is given to cap. Then top is initialized with -1 and create the string array. So three main tasks. One is to initialize cap with the max, give -1 to top, and create the string array. Right. Now students, next function void push. String n is there. N is the name of the argument. It is of a string type because here we add the names. There is a second function to add names in the register at the top location if possible. Otherwise display the message overflow. Means if the space is not there, so there will be a situation of overflow. That means stack is full. Okay, so after that we go to the next function, that is string pop, that returns one string, means a string which has been popped or removed from this array or the stack. So it removes and returns the name from the top most location of the register, if any. Otherwise it returns this string. Two dollar signs are there and they are enclosed in the double quotes. Displays, then we have got the last function void display. It says displays all the names in the register. Okay, now in the program they are asking for specify the class register, giving the details of the function void push. String is the parameter and string pop second function. Assume that the other functions have been defined. So only two functions you are supposed to write within the class. The main function algorithm need not to be written. Okay, then they are asking for name the entity used in the above data structure arrangement. So this answer we can give right now because it says in this line only that register enables the user to add and remove names from the top most end only. Means only one end is there for the insertion or the pushing of the data element to perform the push process, and there is only one end, and the same end, that is top, will be used for removing the data element or for the pop. I hope the question you've understood well. Now we move to the solution. Okay, now student, here we have the class register, string stud square bracket, that is for the array, then int cap, then int top, and here in the comments it is written array to store the names of the student, int cap to store the maximum capacity of the array, int top to point the index of the top end, and then we have the public register, that is the parameterized constructor, int max, and here this max has been assigned to cap. After that, top equal to -1, then here it is stud equal to new string square bracket cap. So this is the way of creating the array or allocating memory to the array or the stack. And remember students, here in the stud we have not used any square bracket because it's an array which has already been declared here at the top. So when we initialize it or allocate memory to this array, we don't use this square bracket again. Okay. After that, void push function, where we have to enter the data. So first we will top's value has to be checked against this cap -1, because if it is less than cap -1, then stud plus top equal to n will be there, right? Because if the top is already equal to cap -1, so it cannot be increased because it is already full. Okay. Now after that we have got else system.out.println overflow, because if this condition is not satisfied, that means there is no space for the new data item or new name as far as the register is concerned. So names are to be inserted, so overflow will be there. Again I am telling you, we have to check top less than cap -1. So suppose the array size or the capacity is 5, so cap -1 is 4. So less than 4, that means further a data element can be entered, but if it is equal to, top is already equal to 4, no new data element can be added. Is that clear? So for the first element, when we are going to push, top is -1, as we have already seen here. So in that case, stud plus top means top will be increased by 1, it will become 0. Assignment operator n is coming from here, that is the argument. So that is the name actually which is to be assigned to this location. So that way we'll keep updating or increasing the value of top by 1. So that's why plus top, and it is pre-increment it is written. So it's just like that. Otherwise, if this condition is false, then the control comes here and it will give overflow. I hope everybody has understood the push operation well. After that, student pop. Pop means removing the data element. So here it is returning the string. So pop is the function here, and if top greater than equal to 0, right? Because the moment it becomes less than 0, that is -1. So in that case, pop is not possible. So if top greater than equal to 0, return stud top minus. So here it is post decrement, because first the element whichever is at the top will be returned, and then it will be updated or decreased by 1. All right. Otherwise, it says else return this string. This represents in the program that there is underflow. Okay, since the program has not asked for writing the message underflow, so you can straight away just write return double dollar signs in the double quotes, because it has to be matched with the string return type. Just these steps you remember. In case of push, top plus, or as it was given plus top, and here it's going to be top minus. All right. After that, now students, we have display function. So just see here, display function, void display. Remember student, it's a stack, it's a LIFO, last in first out. So last element or the element at the top will be displayed first. So here students, we have int I equal to top. First we initialize this I variable with the value of top, and here we write if top is not equal to -1. When it is not equal to -1, then you start displaying the data. So here it is while I greater than equal to 0, then you will display. So here the I value is already having the value of top. So system.out.println stud I. So that element will be displayed on the screen. Which element? Which is at the top. Then I -1 minus, it will go to the next element, and then next element like this. So if total 5 elements are there, so top will be having the value 4. So first it will display the value available at the index 4, and then stud3, then stud2, stud1, and then stud0, and after that it will be over. right students? So this was the display statement, and after that we'll close all the functions and your program is over. Okay, now students, here we see class register. Class register means the same program is the printed one which was given by the board examination by the ISC board. So here the solution class register void push if top less than cap -1 stud plus top, it is initialized with the value n, which is the argument, else overflow. Then string pop if top greater than equal to 0, return stud top minus. So, and if it is no element is there, that means else it will come to else. Else is here, and then return these dollar signs, string $2 signs, and this program is over. So that was a solution in the board, but my advice is to please write the data members with the functions, okay, whatever function they have asked for. And after that last answer, the entity used in the above data structure is stack. I hope everybody has understood the stack well. Thank you. Now students, here I'm going to tell you about the comments by the examiners in the board examination who have done the paper correction, what kind of comments they were having for the candidates. Right, so here concept of a stack was not clear to most of the students. So you have to be cautious and please understand the concept of a stack well. After that, the common errors made by some students or by some candidates were the condition or logic for underflow and overflow was not answered correctly. Alright, so you should be thorough with what is underflow, what is overflow. Then increment decrement of top index was not done properly. Okay, then use the stack to store integers instead of a string, because generally student go for integers or int type array for the stack. So they had this habit. So please take care of data type, what kind of data is required in that array. Okay students, after that the methods push and pop were found to be difficult. The many students found it difficult. A few students used all the methods which were not required. Here in my explanation I have included display because I wanted to clarify things to you. Otherwise whatever has been asked, only that much you will write. Data members I asked you to write because I wanted you to be connected with actually what is happening, how it is working, So please take care of that. But extra function, if you write, there are no marks for that. You are simply wasting your time. A few candidates used all the methods which were not required. Some candidates were unable to name the entity and wrote vague answers. They couldn't even recognize that this is a stack or array or linked list, whatever, So a proper recognition of the entity is very important. A few candidates overlooked this part, while some mention the principals LIFO and FIFO as the entities. So LIFO and FIFO are not the entities, they are basically the order in which a particular operation upon the stack or queue are performed. Alright, so and please take care of this thing that you don't miss that part also, as some students had done. So I hope it's useful for you and all the concepts are clear, the question is clear to you. Thanks student.